doesn't understand English. You see, it's a giant Russian sunflower. Hi, I'm Dirtgirl. What's your name? See? Nothing. This is its stem. So thick, it's more like a little tree trunk. It has big leaves and an enormous flower. Here are the petals and here are the seeds. Hundreds of seeds. The seeds are really useful. You can eat them. If you crush thousands and thousands of them, you can make sunflower oil. Or you can plant just one sunflower seed and grow a whole new sunflower. Imagine how many sunflowers I can grow next year just from this one sunflower. To grow a sunflower, all you need is just one sunflower seed. This is a bulb. Bulbs are seeds, and this bulb will grow into a daffodil. I love daffodils with their sunny yellow faces. Daffodil bulbs are big seeds. They need to be big because they store all the food the baby daffodils need to grow. And bulbs take a long time to grow. To plant a bulb, you make a hole in the dirt and then pop the bulb in with the pointy bit pointing to the sky. Then you cover it over with dirt and wait until the ground warms up in the springtime, and then the daffodil plant pops out of the dirt and finally flowers. Bulbs are a bit like time capsules, only you don't dig them up. You wait until they come to you. Some bulbs grow into flowers like daffodils and tulips, and other bulbs grow into food like garlic. Bulbs will grow by and by. Plant them pointing to the sky. This is a sweet pea teepee. Planting sweet pea seeds is simple. Make a ring of little holes around the bottom of the teepee. Then pop one seed into each hole. Cover it up with dirt and give the seeds a gentle water. Sweet pea teepees are meant to attract bees, so you have to be careful around them when your flowers are in full bloom. Hi guys, how are you? Enjoying the sweet peas? Honeybees love sweet pea flowers. Once they're in my garden, I hope they will visit my other plants too. Bees will help my garden flower, making honey by the hour. This is a squash. It's Scrap Boy's favourite vegetable. I think he just likes saying the name. Squash. Squash! Squash! See? There are many types of squash, including pumpkins. But this squash is a gourd. Gourds grow on a vine. They have really big seeds and a really hard skin. See? Really hard. It's not just shakers that you can make from gourds. When they are dry, you can decorate them and use them as a vase, a treasure box, and even as a puppet. Hello, Mr. Gourd. Make a racket dance around. A gourd is music from the ground. A frog pond is a very wet place. Some plants don't like growing in soggy soil, while other plants just love it. Planting a frog pond is a job for water plants. Frogs like to sit under the plants around the water's edge. The plant's leaves make little places for the frogs to rest, wait for food, and practice their diving. They also squat under the leaves of plants to hide from birds. Birds like frogs as food, not as friends. So frogs need water plants for protection. With some careful planning, you can create a healthy pond for your frog friends to live in for a long time. And a loud time. Little frogs in ponds can play, hop and jump, and swim away. A sunflower house takes a lot of time, but it sure is worth it. First, I had to plant the seeds close together in the shape of the walls. Then, when they grew big enough, I folded the tops over and made a shady roof. Sunflowers are so tall. Their thick stems make good strong walls for a little house. You have to wait a while, but the sooner you plant the seeds, the sooner they'll grow big and strong and tall. And when they do, boy, is it worth it! Inside the house, it's nice and cool. With a soft mint floor, it's a lovely quiet place to be. With thick green walls and bendy ends, I can play and read and tell stories with friends. Stories. Tall stories. It's not just creatures that move. Plants can move too. Look closely, very closely. The garden is moving all the time. Can you see it? Plants need sunlight to grow, and the garden follows the sunlight as it grows and grows. Look at the way these climbing beans climb up the tripod. See how this bit curls around to help support the bean vine on its way? It's a tendril, and heaps of plants have tendrils. All you need to do is give beans something to hook onto, and the tendrils will help them climb upwards to the sunshine. Beans can climb up frames, fences, and stakes. They like steaks, but don't eat meat. These beans climb, but don't have feet. Wildflowers are flowering plants which grow naturally. That means they weren't planted by people. They're wild. So how do they get here? Lots of ways. Some wildflower seeds hitch a ride on the wind like the seeds of dandelions. Ants can carry seeds underground and store them. Sometimes they don't eat the seed and it grows into a plant. Some seeds float along rivers where they get washed away to find new places where they begin to grow. Wildflowers can be spread by birds too. The birds eat the fruit and the seeds get spread when they poop. Pretty wild, huh? Blowing here, floating there. Seeds can travel everywhere. Planting your own pizza garden is a lot of fun. What you have to do first is make a list of all your favourite vegetable and herb pizza toppings. Of course, what you can grow depends on where you live in the world. If you live in Mexico, you could grow peppers for your pizza. In Spain, there is lots of good weather and soil for growing tomatoes. And onions grow in many places all over the world, so they are a popular choice. Ta-da! It's an international pizza. Growing food can take a while, so that's why you have to plan out when you are going to plant things and where. But with some simple planning, you can have a pizza garden all your own. Of all the things I like to eat, homemade pizza. Hard to beat. Chickens don't just eat food, they help grow it here in Dirtgirlworld. How? Well, believe it or not, it's because of their poo.